This is Ansel Adams. He's one of the most famous photographers who ever lived. He shot with black and white film, antiquated equipment, and zero access to computerized editing techniques. But despite all of this, Ansel Adams took some of the most famous photos and made a name for himself in the history of art. So how did he take such memorable photographs? And why do people still love the art of Ansel Adams? Photography is kind of weird. It doesn't have the historical, timeless quality of painting. Photographers have the unfortunate problem of technological progress as central to their art form. When cameras change, so do the capabilities of the artist. They don't have the same stylistic freedom that other art forms allow. Sculptors can shape their clay into any form they like. Composers can revise scores to be whatever their ears allow. But photographers don't have that luxury. A camera only allows for so much manipulation, but photography does have some advantages over the other arts. A picture allows for the realest realism, the sharpest contrasts, and the most accurate realization of the artist's vision. For what the photographer gives up in flexibility, he gains in clarity. An Ansel Adams photograph is as close as you can get to seeing the world through his eyes. Sure, they're in black and white, but the subjects are so vivid that they bring out the character of the American West. Photography begins with the desire to depict. Art at its core is a tool for communicating concepts. Plenty of people had tried to use cameras as artistic tools since the invention of the instrument. Since the 19th century, artists have been using cameras as worse versions of paintbrushes. Photographers invented the school of pictorialism as a way of legitimizing their art form and obscuring their subjects. But pictures aren't paintings. Ansel Adams and his colleagues realized this fact. So in 1932, they formed the group F64 in reaction to the photos that were popular at the time. The group was named after the aperture setting f64 for the sharpness of the image. Adams was obsessed with the idea of photography for its own sake. He contributed heavily to the use of straight photography as the dominant style in picture taking. But don't get it twisted. Taking clear pictures doesn't make things simple. The photographer still has to make an image worth looking at. More than just selecting the subject, he has to treat the three-dimensional space as a two-dimensional object, breaking down the complexity and strangeness of a subject into distinct pieces with shape, brightness, shadows, and overall composition. Taking a good photograph without a system or structure is like expecting to compose a piece of music by intuition. Sometimes it works, but most of the time, you get something better left unsung. So Ansel Adams had to come up with a solution to the problem of black and white art. His answer? The zone system. The zone system is Adams' method of quantizing light throughout the image. It's a simple division of shades by numbering from 0 to 10. But the importance of the zone system isn't in the technical details. It's about using light with intention. Thinking about light doesn't just make the image look a little bit better. It completely changes the composition of the piece. Light is to photography what pitch is to music. By developing film with specific values, the photographer is able to create compelling images that make aesthetic sense to the viewer. Instead of feeling random or boring, the zone system makes photographs feel dense, interesting, vibrant, and complete. But using the zone system to realize the full range of light isn't an earth-shattering invention. Art isn't always about being the most original or creative person in the world. Sure, we love our Beethovens, our Van Goghs, our Michelangelos, and our Dalis, but that isn't what every artist wants to be. Some people are built for taking the most simple forms to the next level. Ansel Adams was one such person. He had a precise vision for what he wanted: black and white photographs with sharp contrasts, clarity, and beautiful subjects. But Ansel Adams was more than a photographer. He was a person. He was a person who fought for the protection of nature and the promotion of his art form. And he was a person who saw the world not in black and white, but in shades of gray. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.